Baby girl, leave me, don't leave me. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave me. Please show me your true colors. Yeah. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave me. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave me. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave me. Baby girl, leave me, don't.
Yo. Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Uh, I hope everybody having a wonderful morning. Uh, Had a great live last night. Brought some new content to the channel. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Tonight we will be doing part 2, part 3, and part 4. Continuation of the live from last night. Today's morning message that I wanted to bring was to let your fear be the motivation, be your motivation. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times it's things that we want to do, it's things that we want to accomplish, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of times we be afraid to take chances. You know what I'm saying? Because we overthink the situation more than acting on the situation. So what I want to encourage people is to those things that you fear, let's start taking chances. Let's start thinking more in a positive mindset other than thinking of things like, what could happen if you don't do this or what could happen if you don't do that. Because at the end of the day, we don't know what's out there for us. And if we continue to doubt ourselves, we'll never be able to achieve or reach what's out there for us. You know what I'm saying? So you have to use that fear of change, use that fear of doubt, things of that nature. Use that as positive motivation to want to do things, to want to be more eager to achieve. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can be those things that we may feel like not gonna work. It's the things that we may feel that's not gonna work for us could be something that could change our life drastically. You know, I hear this all the time with like especially people who are creators. People that are creators. I hear this with those people all the time, and they be like, they can record something, they can write something down, and they'll put it to the side and not even think nothing of it, and then they'll be pushing another project, what I'm saying, trying to promote another project, and the project that they put to the side and threw in the trash or just put in a file, that was the product that'd be the product that makes them blow, that opens them up, you know what I'm saying? Mel J, good morning. So a lot of times we have to stop that, when we have doubt, if you're thinking about something that you want to achieve in life, and then it comes across your mind, it comes, across your heart, it is something that you want to do, more than likely you need to act on that, because when you have that doubt, when that doubt comes in, that's the devil. The devil try to keep you where you at because the devil don't want you to grow. The devil don't want you to blossom. The devil don't want you to overachieve. So the devil gonna make you have doubt within your mind that what you're thinking about you can't do, what you're thinking about you can't be, what you're trying to achieve that you can't achieve it. That's the devil's object, is to keep you where you are. The devil's goal is to make sure that you don't think that you could be something more than what you are. And that's not what God intended for us. God said he will put something on your heart for a reason. You should follow your first mind. And just always ask yourself, when do things always go wrong for us? It's when we doubt our first mind, when we question our first mind. You know what I'm saying? If we have something on our heart, that means God put it on our heart for a reason. But we as humans, we tend to doubt ourselves because we never attempted things. You know what I'm saying? We never reached out for things. We never go out our way to do things because the fear of failing, the fear of failing, the fear of rejection. You know, we deal with so many fears as humans. You know what I'm saying? The, the devil feeds off of that fear that we feel as humans. The fear that we feel to fail, the fear that we feel to not achieve, the fear that we feel to let others down. You know what I'm saying? The devil feeds off of that energy, but like God said, God will put something in your heart for a reason. He's showing you, he will give you signs for a reason. And it's us that ignore those signs that causes us to be in the position that we're in and not succeed. You know, when we ignore those signs, it causes us to fail. Because, you know, when God gives you something, he gives it to you and he gives it to you to act on it. You say, well, I'm gonna hold off to do this next year. No, that is not how God works. When God speaks to you and he's moving through you, you have to act right now. You have to act on that right now. Good morning, Eugene. Good morning. Happy to see you in here, brother. Happy to see you in here, my brother. Brother, I'm praying for you, my brother. Most definitely. And one thing about it, you may be dealing with some very difficult times right now, but you know what? Sometimes we have to be human and let God be God. You know, sometimes we have to be who we are and we have to let God be God. You know, and we trust in God and we believe in God and we say we're giving it to God, we have to do exactly that. You know what I'm saying? Because God can take us out of a place that no man can take us out of. And I know we all have hard times. We all go through tough times, and we all, we all, we get to those weak moments in life. You know what I'm saying? We all have our weak moments where we start to question, but you know what I'm saying? When we start to question that means we have to start to build our communication with God up even more so. We have to build our faith up with God even more so. We have to build our trust with God even more so. Because that's what it's going to take to get us to the next level. Exactly, Eugene. And we all are. How about now? I had to go out. I had to go out and come back in. Hopefully you all can hear me now. But Eugene, man, I'm praying for you. Most definitely praying for you. You know, tough times don't last long. Tough people do. You know what I'm saying? And if you just continue to keep the faith in God, keep believing in God, and understand that everything happened for a reason. You know, you may be going through something right now. Uh, you may be going through something right now, but this is just a trial. You know what I'm saying? You just going through a trial right now. You know what I'm saying? Because God hears what we say. I tell people all the time, the tongue is powerful. The tongue is very powerful, and God hears everything we say, and He hears when we say we believe in Him. He hears when we say we giving our problems to Him, and when we say those things, look, He gonna test us to see. You know what I'm saying? Little things may come up about, little things may come about, and sometimes we as people, we are human. You know what I'm saying? We have to, we may get a little startled, about whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? We may doubt, have a little doubt, even though we say we believe in God and we have faith in God. We as human, just like us being human, we may have a little doubt because we're not seeing what we're looking for right at that moment. But if you believe in God and you know that God will not He will not put no more on you than you can bear as a person, then you should always have that hope that, no matter what storm you're going through, God is always present. God is always present. In the midst of every storm, God is always present. In this lifetime, He promised us, we're going to go through trials. We're going to have tribulation. It's not going to be easy. Sometimes we're going to be at our lowest point. We're going to be right at the line of giving up. And, it's right then when we find the most strength. Is when we reach our lowest, is when God give us the most strength to move forward. And like I tell people all the time, you have to let your fears be your motivation. So you got to stop putting things off because of you're afraid to take chances. And that's one thing I've always prided myself on in life. I've always took chances. In life. You know what I'm saying? Even when I took chances that didn't work out, I still gained the experience from it. And that's how you have to look at things. Even though you may not succeed, you're going to take chances. Every chance you take is not going to pay off right then and there. Every chance you take is not going to be successful. But every chance you take, you learn something from that chance. And it's something that you take on with you further on in life. But the most important lesson that you get from taking chances is you tested your fate. You stepped out on fate. You took the chance. To take the chance is what is the most important part of anything. It's the fear. It's the fear. Exactly, usually it's the fear. Once you face your fear, there's nothing in this world that can be held against you. Once you are willing to face your fear, that's the biggest obstacle in life to overcome. It's the fear of anything, the fear of rejection, the fear of achieving, the fear of not being a great father, the fear of not being a great husband, the fear of not being a great person, the fear of being a person of sin. It's the fear that we deal with within ourselves that holds us back from being who we supposed to be and who we can be. You know what I'm saying? It's the fear within ourselves that blocks our blessings because we doubt ourselves so much. And when God tells us, you believe in me, and I tell you that I will never leave you, then I'll never forsake you. That means you should never have fear when it comes to anything that's humanly possible for you to achieve. Anything that's humanly possible for you to do, you should never have fear of it. You should never have fear of it. And usually you say it's the fear of life. It can be the fear of life, but it's only two things that promise in this lifetime. I mean, I don't even think it's two things that's promised in this lifetime. And that's life and death. That's it. If you don't, if those are the only two things you should fear in life, and you should even fear that, because God already tell you that. Everybody that's born into this world have a born day and a death day. It's your responsibility to live that time the way that God see fit for you to live that time. So if you know you got a born day and you got a death day, everything in between those days should be everything that you want to do and everything that God has aligned for you to do. Because God sees everything, He hears everything, and He knows everything. We just have to live out this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? We all here on borrowed time. We are all here on borrowed time. So with that being said, you have to make the most out of this time. You can't feel life. Because guess what? Life is precious, but it's not promised. Life is not promised to none of us, but death is. Death is. So we all know we have to transition from this place that we call Earth, from this world. One day we all will have to transition from this world that we're living in. You know what I'm saying? So while we're here, we have to do and live it the best way we have to. We have to eliminate the fear, because the fear is what holds us back from achieving and being the greatest people that we could be. You can be great as you want to be, but one thing you have to do is you have to not be afraid to be great. You know what I'm saying? Because God made all of us to be great in His eyes. So all we have to do is not be afraid to take those chances of being great. You got to not be afraid to want to be great. You got to tell yourself, like you told me, Eugene, put a note in my wallet and say I got 1,000,000 subscribers. Even though I don't have it, put a note in my wallet and say I got 1,000,000 subscribers. So every day I wake up, I feel like I got 1,000,000 subscribers. Even when I come on my live, I bet if I only got one person in my live, I feel like I got 1,000,000 people in my live. You know what I'm saying? Because I have faith. The faith the size of a mustard seed, man, and that's all it takes. I believe in myself every single day. I believe that one day I will come on my live in the morning time. It'll be 1,000 people in here. Now I'll go for one person. I'll go for one person being on my live to waking up to one day getting on my live. I got 1,000, 200,000, 300,000 people watching my live stream because I believed in God. I planted that seed and I believed in that seed. I watered that seed. I prospered that seed. And I believe that within my heart that everything that I was doing what God had intended for me to do. So I believed in myself. I believed in God. I faced my fear. I used to feel like I had a fear of not succeeding. I had a fear of failing. I had a fear of not being great as I wanted to be. But you know what I told myself? I'm done beating up on myself about things that I know that I can make a difference in my life about. And I say, you know what? I'm going to build me up. I'm going to face my fears. I'm going to deal with the things that I ran from. And guess what? When I start living that way, when I start to live that way, when I start thinking that way, when I stop having negative thoughts in my mind, when I stop speaking negativity from the tongue, when I stop speaking negative words from my mouth like, I'm going to try, I hope to, I can't. Once I stop doing things like that, guess what? I start speaking things into existence for myself. If I say I want something, I say I'm going to get it. If I say it's something I want to do, I say I'm going to do it. Instead of saying I'm going to try to do this, I want to do that. No, I start doing it. And I start doing everything that I said I want to do or I was going to do. I started saying I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I stopped putting those doubt words in there. I stopped using those doubt words and just start doing it. You know what I'm saying? If it's out there for me, I'm going to go take it. If it's out there for me, I'm gonna go take it. So uh, with that being said, let your fears be your motivation to be successful in life. Let your fears be your motivation to achieve things that's out there for you to achieve. Let your fears be the fuel to the fire that keeps you going. You know what I'm saying? Once you face your fears, there's nothing in this world that can hold you back. Because the only thing that is holding you back is the fear that you feel within yourself that's making you have doubt when it comes to things that you want to do. So, with that being said, once you face that fear, there's nothing else in this lifetime that can hold you back from being great. There's nothing else in this lifetime that will hold you back from being great. So, today's morning message is let your fear be your motivation. Let your fear fuel your fire. And if you do that, guess what? It's going to be doors opening for you. You will see change in life. You will see things start to turn around for you in life because it's that positivity. You have to think positive all the time. If you think positive, you're going to get positive results. If you think negative, you're going to get negative results. You have to be mindful of what you put out into the universe because it all comes back. Words have energy. I tell people that all the time. They say the tongue is one of the most powerful weapons that we have. And anything that you speaking, you should speak into existence. So with that being said, that's been my morning message. I hope everybody receives it, and I hope everybody have a blessed and prosperous day. And like I say, man, I thank God for allowing me to see another day. Because I know that somebody that laid down last night did not wake up this morning. I want to ask that God go inside of these hospitals and heal these people who's dealing with this COVID-19, cancer, any type of sickness or illness. I pray that God go into these nursing home facilities and bless and heal some these elderly people who's dealing with illnesses and sicknesses as well. I pray that God go inside of these prison facilities that have all these none up to par living conditions that the inmates are being faced with, not being treated like humans. I hope that God just go in there and bless these people and give these people hope. You know what I'm saying? Let them get them hope to believe that this is not where I'm supposed to be, and that there is an opportunity out here waiting for them. You know what I'm saying? I just want to pray that God go out and look under these bridges where homeless people are here sleeping. I mean, I want to ask that God go to these shelters where people are here having no hope. People that don't even know where their next meal going to come from. I mean, I just pray that God just do to his people as he want us to do unto him. And that's just show his people that he is who he say he is. That without him, we are nothing. And that's the only way that we're going to reach that mansion that he has made for us is by believing in him and putting him first, worshiping him. And that's what we have to do. You know what I'm saying? Put God first put God first and live according to God's plan, and everything else will fall in place. But God just have to show people a little bit more. There's people out there that just need a little more of his attention, a little more of his presence to believe that they can change their situation and life can change for them. Even when you're at your lowest point, life can change for you. Life can change for you. And I know the God that I serve is able to go out and do all of those things that I'm asking to do. God is capable of doing those because it's just too much going on within the world today. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, probably be putting their head down, feeling like giving up or feel like they ain't got a chance in the fight. But you have to believe. You have to believe, and God will do the rest. You have to believe, and God will do the rest. And with that being said, everybody have a blessed, prosperous morning. Remember, thank God if your feet touch the ground this morning. And guess what, man? We all are great. We all have a mission. We all have goals. We all have our own individual assignments as humans, as God's children. We all have our own individual assignments to live out. So figure out what it is that your assignment is. And if your assignment is aligned with the fear that you have in life, you need to face that fear in order to achieve what God has for you. Don't allow that fear to hold you back from your blessing that God has awaiting you. Thank you, Mel J. So with that being said, man, I'm out of here. It's your boy Big Val Opinion. I see y'all later on tonight. I'm bringing back Pointing Fingers, part 3 and part 4. Pointing Fingers tonight, part 3 and part 4. Man, make sure y'all be there. Man, like I'm excited, looking forward to that. I'm excited and really looking forward to that. And I just thank each and every one of y'all for supporting me and the support that y'all give. God bless y'all. Be great, man. I'm out.
Yeah. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave me. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave me. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave. Please show me your true colors. Yeah. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave. Baby girl, leave me, don't leave me.